Good afternoon, crafters. This is ELoise with Paperfire Studio. I am coming to you today with some fun things that I made that I wanted to show. And then I want to show you some exclusive things for just my subscribers. I passed 300 subscribers, so thank you so much. That means a lot. And I'm excited that we can kind of do our own thing on this channel, and your comments are always so wonderful. And thank you that when you work hard and you're trying to pull things all together, it's just nice to hear comments back. I always appreciate that. So if you want to subscribe, hit that subscribe button and then the bell and hit all, and that way you can get everything. You won't miss anything that we do. Sometimes I do tutorials, and then sometimes I just do shares that I want to show you what I'm working on, just to inspire you, give you some ideas. But then I also want to use this to show you some things I find out there in the estate world, estate selling. And there's some things that I'm going to share with just you, the subscribers, first. I'm not going to put it up on any larger communities. I want to do it just for you, so you guys get first crack at it. So I'll show you that in a quick minute. So I put this up. This is what I was working on football on Saturday. I bring in the materials over to the house, and we sit and watch our Longhorns, and I wish they would have won, but I still had fun, and here's what I made. Traci Fox showed some tassels and how easy they are to make. So I've got a couple of journal projects coming up, so I wanted to add, this is the one I'm going to add to a journal that I'm going to show you in a minute. And real easy to make. They're just ribbons and laces and this eyelash trim, rickrack, all kinds of things. So I kind of look at them like long snippets is what they're, just kind of ragged and fun. And I haven't, I left them long because I don't know how long they need to be. So don't trim them till you're sure what you're doing with them. So those are fun. I've got them in everything from the blues to the pinks. And then I did two neutrals. You know what I always say about making things, try and keep things neutral. You could always add your color to it. But if you put your color in too quick, then you're limited to what project you can put it in. So let me set those off to the side. Let me start by showing you one thing that I've been working on. As you know, I've mentioned before that I'm getting ready to do a booth the second weekend in November. It's in Gonzales, it's rusted gingham. So I've been busy building up my inventory, getting things ready. And this, from a price point, I wanted to do some projects that were a little less than what I'm going to charge for the journals. So I'm making little mini journals, if you will. They mostly hold tags and things. And this one, A Trace of Sparkle. Thank you, Jennifer. She always gives such good ideas. This one was one that I saw on her website, her YouTube. And you can see here, in fact, let me show you. Oh, sorry, gotta reach. Let me show you what it's made out of. She did hers out of like a lunch sack. I did mine out of a bigger bag that I had. So it's just a bag here that I've folded up, did the tri-fold, and started matting it and decorating it. That's basically as easy as it was. And those are some things right now that I'm looking at. If you ever do a booth, you're ever doing any kind of a craft show, looking at different price points that you're going to have at your sale, you're going to defeat the purpose if you make things too intricate and it takes you too long to do it. because then you have to charge more for it. So what you're looking for are fast and quick, easy things that you can whip out so that you can keep your price point low. So with that, let me show you. Did some matting, some lace on the front, some pearl trim at the top. And here's something fun. Here's an idea for you. If you're ever looking for something to unwrap and wrap your journals, and you use seam binding, let me show you what you can do to the end. I've seen somebody put buttons on the end. I put tokens. I took the Tim Holtz tokens and put them on the edge of the seam binding, and it's wonderful thoughts. So I thought that was fun. That's what we want people to use these for, wonderful thoughts. So we go into our trifold, and this is, again, Jennifer did a great job of kind of giving us a model of how to do this. I mean, we always change it up a little bit, but I loved how she set this up. I've done kind of my version of it, and I could produce these quick, and that was the key to keeping the price down on these. So this holds a tag, and there's this beautiful lacy pocket here that I made, and then a tag in the back. I did one of the envelopes, the little sewn in stopper here to hold things in. Then the third page, I did the lace pocket, and I added one of my flower specimen Kodachrome transparencies in there, along with a couple of tags, decorated the front, and done. You want to be done with it so that you can move on. There's the Tim Holtz. Again, this is just inserting tags. So this is a quick, easy piece if you're looking for something like that. And I did not decorate the back. See, the more you do to something, the more you have to charge. So be careful that you don't overdo your projects when you don't have to. All right, and I set that there. So that is going to be going in my stuff. Now I've got more things to show you, but today I'm going to switch tracks here a little bit. I want to show you some things I found at an estate sale. And I'm hoping that I can figure out, look, I'm going to show you this one first. Look at this button card. Is that not the fun? It's synthetic plastic corp, and it's an old vintage card with the button still sewn on, except it looks like they left two off because there's no name on them. They've named all the rest of these. So what I want to try and do is scan this so that I can start making digital prints. I have so many cool things, and I don't know how to do that yet. So I do have a scanner. I have scanned it, but I still need some steps to learn how to get it into a digital print, which I'm going to work on. So that button card was fun. Then look at this. Look at this. This, I guess, is a sample button round card. It's made out of some heavy duty cardboard with this trim in the back. And look at all the buttons. Oh my gosh, there's a couple missing that fell off. But I hate to tell you, I got this for $3. I mean, come on. I mean, it was nothing. And I scooped it up because most people are going to walk by this. They're not going to know what to do with this. I want to scan this, but it's wider than my printer is. So I'm going to have to take this to like Office Depot or something and get it professionally scanned. And again, I'm going to try and get it into a digital print for you so you can download it and put these. I mean, you could fold that paper in half and have the most unique page in your journal. So those two, oh, I'm looking forward to getting those done. All right. a couple of things. Let me show you one more thing before I get into a couple more pieces of the estate sale. I'm working on this. In fact, this will probably be my Saturday project. I was trying to figure out how to label all my items that I'm going to sell at the craft sale in November. So I came across this. It's After Midnight Designs is her Etsy shop. And it is the North Pole Express Delivery. And it's a little hang tag. It says for elf use only. Naughty or nice, the date, the time. I mean, it's hysterical. And the little stamp of Santa. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to punch out the holes and run string on these and connect them to my product. So I'll probably ink them, make them look cute. And then on the back, I could write what the item is, how many tags, how many journal cards, so they know what they're getting. I always say you have to help your buyer understand what it is they're getting, because again, some people don't get it. So that's what I'm going to use these hang cards for. Aren't they cute? Yeah, so that's my project on Saturday. All right, let me show you something I got at an estate sale that is so fun. It is an old canvas bag that they use. It says 1979 here, but they use these. I could see this in like an old Western where they put the money in. These used to be old money bags. U.S. Mint in Denver. It says, please do not, I don't know what, bag when opening. I don't know what that says. But they're old, they're marked on, they're just gorgeous. So I picked up these, and I'm not going to be putting these on my Etsy because I only got 3 of them. But I've used them for storing some things. And the one thing that I stored in here is something that I'm going to put up and share. And it was a beautiful, I don't know if it was a tablecloth. I don't know. But the color, it's already coffee dyed. Look at that color. So I could cut out this, I could cut out that size, and then some I left the outer fringe on if you wanted to have fringe on these. And I'm going to put these in my Etsy as a set. I'm going to put, again, I want to keep the price down. So I want you guys to be able to, if you're interested, to be able to get these and use them in your projects, because they're so, so beautiful. And as you can imagine, in fact, let me see if I can show you. I have a lot in there. Yeah, I cut all afternoon to fill this up of these pieces. So those are going to be going up on my Etsy shop. So keep your eye out for those. I'm probably going to call these the crocheted circles. And so I look for those. I will put those up for you. All right, here's something else that came in, is this piece of, I want to say fabric, but it was an old bed sheet, a bed, what's the ruffle? Yeah, that comes down on your bed, and it had this beautiful border on it. And I don't know if you can see, it's all hand stitched, machine stitched, not hand stitched, but machine stitched. It is gorgeous. I could see a cover out of this. I could see fabric flips out of this. This is just gorgeous. So I've put these, I'm going to put these up in my shop. If that's something that your heart goes a twitter on, flutters when you look at it, that will be up in my shop as well. But this is the one I'm so excited to share with you. Oh, look at this. This is an old tablecloth, and the patterns on it are stunning. I coffee dyed the other day. I coffee dyed pieces of this. Some of it is just white, or you can get it coffee dyed. And these are going to be in half yard pieces. Look at this. Look how gorgeous this is. I don't know if the camera is even doing it justice. Let's go try and maybe pull it up a little bit so you could see it. It is just stunning. It was just stunning. So what I did is I wanted to start your creative juices going by using it in starting a journal. And that's what I've done. So take a peek at this. I've taken the tablecloth and I have fussy cut around a piece, just a piece of it. To use it, I covered this with my canvas, and I still have that up in my Etsy shop if you're looking for really good canvas. I covered this, I inked around it, dyed it a little bit more, put some cheesecloth underneath it, packed it in around it, and then fabric-tacked it onto the cover of the journal. And then I've added a crocheted doily here. So even my husband, he walked by and looked at this and went, "Whoa, what is that?" So yeah, you know when your husband responds, you got something going. So that's fun. And then I lined the inside with a real pretty hand towel I got last year and didn't use them. Real pretty. So I'm going to do this as a Christmas journal. In fact, I think I found the cover collage. I'm going to collage, and I think I found her. I think I'm going to put her on there. So yeah, that is just gorgeous. So I was also going to show you one more thing you could do with this. This is a little book that I made. And I'm sorry, I can't think of, she's French. Her name is Kat. And she taught us about making these little booklets and using, like the tablecloth, for the pages, and the backside is tissue paper. So she talked about giving the pages more strength if you use fabric pages, and back them with tissue paper. And it gives it a little more structure. So look at all these pretty pages in here. You could make this book with that tablecloth because you've got all the pretty pages that you could make. Oh, yeah. So that's another idea for you. Use it in a little booklet. All right, this is my current project. I'm working on this journal, so I'll keep you updated on that. These will be going up in my Etsy shop, and I am going to do them. I haven't measured it out yet, but I didn't want to do big pieces because then the price will go up. So there is enough in here for like 2 journals or 1 journal and fussy cutting and page making or whatever you want to do with it. So I will have those up in my shop as well. All right. So I think that is the last thing I want to show you is a cover that I've finished. This is one of my journals that's going to be going in my inventory for the craft sale. And I loved this paper and Spreading Joy on the front, and used a snippet with some of the Primo leaves, again, the die cuts. So that's fun. That's my latest one that I just finished up. I'll be doing a flip through of that as well. That is coming up as well. So I promised you that we were going to do a flip up ephemera piece. I have made one. I put it in a journal, and I still want to tweak it a little bit. So that's coming. And also more flip throughs of things that are going in my craft booth that I am excited to share with you. But for today, I need to get to work to get that stuff up in my Etsy shop. So for the next 48 hours, I will have this only available to my subscriber base because that's the only ones that are going to see it. And then I'll probably spread it out into the different journaling communities that I'm a part of to see if any of them want it. So I appreciate you. I wanted to tell you to have a great weekend coming up and stay crafty. All right. Thanks. Be good.